One face, large face, zero faces. Voiceover off.
Hey everyone, here with Tech Rant, and today I'm going to be giving you my full, in-depth review on the Essential phone. Alright everybody, so I've had the Essential phone for about a month now, not quite, give or take a couple weeks, but after using it for a while, I have decided that I am going to keep this phone. Definitely I can afford it for the moment, so definitely this will be a keeper, and honestly the experience has been wonderful. I got it for when it was $223, and honestly, that is the best deal. That was a flash sale. Of course, after I ordered mine, it went back up to $309, which still is not a bad price. When this phone was launched, it was $700. No, it is not worth $700. If it had, if it had a better camera, maybe included the headphone jack, and had something else that was a big ass wow, maybe wireless charging, something like that, I can see them charging $700, but definitely was not worth $700 at launch. Then they lowered the price to $499. That's a really good deal for $499. It really is. But it was $250 on Prime Day. I didn't get it because I just didn't think I needed it. I had just got the Honor 7X. I'm like, no, I'm cool. Then when I seen that it was one of the first phones besides the Pixel that got Pi, I said, wow, I kind of wish that then I would have got it. And then when I seen what Essential was about and how they were dedicated to updates and stuff like that, a lot of people say they don't care about updates. In truth, it really doesn't matter. But with me being who I am, I like to play with new stuff, so it's kind of an important thing to me. So, definitely. So when I seen it for $223, I did everything in my power to make sure I can get this device. And, now I've made sure I've done everything in my power to make sure I can keep it. So, that's just it. So, let's talk about the Essential phone, so that's just a little bit of history on the pricing of it. So, the Essential phone was created by co-founder of Android, Mr. Andy Rubin. Okay, he started his own company, and he wanted to basically create a phone with no branding, no bloatware, no gimmicks, straight, pure Android. The logo is free yourself. It's universal unlock. You can use it CDMA or GSM carriers. And yeah, free yourself. No bloatware is on this phone whatsoever. Only Google apps come with this phone. The only thing that did come on here was Alexa. Hi. Yeah, I said that kind of quiet because I didn't want to trigger her. But yeah, Alexa, hi.
Hi there.
She did come on this phone, but that's about it. Everything else was Google installed, and it wasn't really that many apps. So this was, when I took mine out of the box, it was running Android 7.1.1, and of course I immediately updated it to Pi. I didn't have the option to go to, or it didn't go from Pi to Oreo. Excuse me, it went from Pi. It went from Nougat to Pi. So, Andy Rubin has created a no stress, no fuss Android device, and honestly, that's just what he did. So let's go ahead and take it out. Let's look at the design. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what I don't like. Let's talk about the benefits. Performance, battery life. Should you buy it? Of course, not. Do I recommend it? Not should you buy it, but here's the thing. So I took this out. This case was $6 on Amazon, and it did come with a screen protector. Of course, I don't use screen protectors because they can cause problems. But anyway, so take a look at it. So, Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, titanium side, ceramic back. Okay, so you have a 5.71 inch display. 1312 by 2560 resolution. Okay, that's over 500 in PPI for the PPI Patrol. It says at 504. Can't remember. You have a 4 gigs of RAM, Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 octa-core processor, 128 gigabytes of storage, and this is running Android Pie, the latest software from Google. And it's guaranteed updates for 2 years, major platform updates for 2 years, and security patches for 3 years. It could be longer, because of the Project Trouble, and we'll talk about that here in a second. So let's take a look around the phone. On the right side, you have your power button, volume up and down. On the top, you kind of have the notch for the cutout of the camera. Very tall display, very nice. You have an 8 megapixel front-facing camera that shoots in 4K. On the back, you do have two 13 megapixel cameras that shoots in 4K. You have your magnetic connector for the 360 camera. You have your rear fingerprint sensor that works fairly good. It's very kind of sensitive. At the bottom, you have your speaker grill, your USB Type-C, and your your SIM card tray. So, very nice. And I apologize, guys, if my eyes look weird. You know, with me being visually impaired, my eyes, this flash does kind of bother me a little bit. But, yeah, whatever. I'll adjust to it. So, wipe down for dramatic effect. Feels good in the hands. It really does. It's got some weight to it. It's got some heft. You know you got something in your hand. You're definitely going to feel it in your pocket with that titanium and that ceramic. But it's, you know, it's really no bezels. Screen is just perfect. It really is. You know, it's very slim, and you know, it's definitely something that that's, you know, it's really worth holding. You know, you look at this, you think you got a $700 phone. So the build quality, they built it like it was a $700 phone. So build quality, I give the build quality a 10 out of 10. It is IP54 rating. You know, a lot of people don't talk about it, and it just basically means it can handle a little bit of water. If you get it in the rain a little bit, it's not going to hurt it, but it's not water resistant. You can't submerge it in water. Why would you want to do that anyway? But you know, if it gets a little wet in the rain for whatever reason, it's not going to make a big deal. Same thing with dust. You can get a little bit of dust, but you know, you're not going to submerge it in dust. So whatever. Okay, so put it back in the case. So performance, so the battery, build quality, I like it. Build quality, 10 out of 10. Performance, Snapdragon 835 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, so the same specs you have in the Pixel 2 XL. The Pixel 2 XL, of course, has a bigger screen, bigger battery, and of course it has a better camera. But it also costs $500 to $700 more. So, you know, yeah, you're sacrificing that little bit of a bigger display, and you're sacrificing those cameras by getting the essential phone. But what are you getting? You're getting top-notch stock Android performance. You're getting a decent camera, not the best in the game, no, but you're getting a decent camera, decent battery life, actually quite good battery life, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Good battery life, guaranteed updates just like the Pixel, nice build quality, nice design, and you're not breaking the bank. Okay, so 4 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 835. Since this is not having these extra skins like TouchWiz or Experience or you know, UX or you know, EMUI or you know, anything that's essential, you know, nothing that Essential has made, it works flawlessly. Stock, pure, no bloatware, nothing. So the rear fingerprint sensor, it works 100% of the time. Let's go ahead and show you that. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. See that? Works. No issues. Opening apps, it flies. Opening web pages, it flies. This phone here has been a champ. The 4 gigs of RAM and the 835 has been wonderful. I have not noticed any hiccups whatsoever. The phone doesn't even get hot, and I've done not too much heavy intensive stuff, but I've done enough to push it. And honestly, I haven't had any major issues whatsoever. Now, one thing I will say, it does get a little hot while it's charging, but that's normally, you know, it's normal, especially for a fast charger, because it's got to add extra power, you know, and voltage. So, performance, I've got to say, is a 10 out of 10. Now, is there anything I don't like about this phone? Before we talk about the battery, I forgot to say that. The only thing I really don't like about this phone is it does not have a headphone jack. Okay, this is my first phone without a headphone jack. But unlike the approach that Apple is about to take, Essential was nice enough. Focus. They were nice enough to include this headphone dongle. Okay. So yeah, here's the headphone dongle. They were nice enough to include it. USB to 3.5 millimeter, and yeah, and they included the fast charger. So build quality 10, performance 10. You're guaranteed updates, and yeah, battery life. Now the last time I charged this phone was 2 days ago. I've used it not as heavy as some people, but I've used it quite a bit. I've read news, I've streamed videos, I've, of course, talked on it, text on it. It's been used, and I'm only at 43% with a day and 13 hours remaining. So this phone, for a 3040 milliamp hour battery, and then I think Android Pie's adaptive battery has something to do with it. It's definitely, making it last a little longer. Now, for everybody that uses their phone very heavy intensive, you definitely can get a day out of it, give or take, but it definitely will last you through the day. And it does charge quite a bit. It does charge fairly fast. Not quite the, shower and shave phone, but definitely close. Now, price. Like I said, I got this for $223. You get the Halo Gray model on Amazon for $309, and that's a stealing deal. You're getting flagship specs, decent camera, nice screen, guaranteed updates on the same day, if not before, the Pixel. So, the Essential phone, this right here, is a real winner. Like I said, if I had to pick at something I really don't like, the headphone jack, it's gone. But whatever. They included the dongle. Gets a little greasy for whatever reason, but I constantly wipe it off. Don't know why. Whatever. But take the headphone dongle, take the phone, plug it in, you're good to go. A little annoying, but I'm not going to make a big fuss out of it. It'd be different if it were like Apple and decided not to include it in the box. Anyway, I'm being paid. So, overall rating on the Essential phone. 10 out of 10. A major go. If you want a pure Android device, that works, that's going to get very timely updates. Good screen, good battery life. You got about $300 to spend. A little more, definitely go with the Essential phone. The only other phones that I would recommend outside of the Essential phone for pure Android enthusiasts on a budget would be an Android One device, of course, because those are, insured by Google. But the Essential phone is a flagship at a at a mid-range price. Now, there was something I was gonna say. Oh, so. Yes, the Essential phone has Project Treble, which was introduced in Android Oreo, which means that manufacturers can get updates out to you faster. Now, judging how fast Android Pie hits this phone, it looks like Essential has taken that seriously. So it is only guaranteed for 2 years of platform updates, but with Project Treble and the way it works, and the way Google has made things more optimized, it could possibly receive more than those 2 platform updates in more than 3 years worth of software updates. It could receive 3 years of software updates and 4 years of security patches. We don't know. We'll just have to see. But Essential has definitely made this phone even better from when it launched. When it launched, it had a lot of problems and a lot of mixed reviews. This phone here, for me, has been a major go. Definitely has been a heavy hitter. And I'm loving it, guys. So, Essential phone definitely gets my approval, definitely gets my recommendation. And yeah, I've been rocking with this. This is on AT&T for me. This is where my SIM card is in. This is my daily driver. That's it. This is what my main number is. You know, hey, it is what it is. So, if this was helpful, informative in any way, please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the content. Leave a comment down below if you got any questions, comments, or concerns about this or anything else. Subscribe, guys, if you enjoy the content as well. And I will catch you guys on the next one. This has been Q from Tech Rants. Later. Go get yourself an essential phone. I'm out, guys. Peace.